All right, everyone, I want to welcome you here. This is Jeff Diedrich, and if you're looking to find out how you can take your business and skyrocket your sales, you are in the right place. All right, we've got a good amount of people on today. I want to thank everyone for showing up, and we're going to be covering a lot of information here. So I want you to be excited about this. You are going to get some great information. I'm going to move kind of fast and heavy. If you have questions, you can write them in. I'll try to keep up. It's only me here today. I don't have any assistant helping me with questions. So I'll be jumping back and forth between my screen and then looking to see if there's any questions or responses. I might miss a bunch of questions depending on how many come in, but then I'll try to hit them all at the end. Okay, guys, I think we are ready to go right now. All right, so like I had just said, today you're going to discover my simple experiment. This is with a family-owned golf course. It skyrocketed their annual membership 435% in just 3 weeks. And I'm going to give you this system and how you can easily take that into your own business. You obviously don't need to have a golf course to do this. You're going to be able to take this and add it into whatever business you're running. This is universal, applicable information that you're going to be able to just plug it into anything. And I also wanted to point out that this big jump, it was only on a little under $500 of ad spend. Sometimes people will say, hey, I raised sales $30,000, but they spend $28,000 to do it. This is on a very small ad spend, and it's really also setting them up for future big sales increases. So that $500, we don't even have to spend anymore, and they're going to be able to rocket their sales in the coming months. All right, you're basically going to discover my exact 6 steps to doubling your sales in 10 months or less. Now, this is from 30 plus years of experience of owning my own business. This isn't just theory, so-called gurus that have never done this themselves. These are real actionable steps that I'm about to show you. How many of you would like to double your sales? In the little text box there. Just how many of you would like to double your sales? Just give me a yes. Yeah, there's a ton of yeses coming through here. Of course. As you sit there, I want you to really think about the effect this would have on not only your business, but also your life. So depending on what you're doing for sales, how will that affect your business? And for those of you that are sitting there that haven't started a business yet, I'm going to tell you right now that this is even better. I wish I knew the stuff I'm going to go through right now with you. I wish I had known that 30 years ago. I wish I had known this stuff, 25, 20 years ago, 15 years ago. All the stuff that I'm going to be teaching you is up to date, things that are working right now. Many people that are giving webinars are not giving you information that would work right now. Even stuff that worked when I had before I sold my fitness clubs in 2004 would not work today. So this is stuff that's being used in the last couple months. I'm going to give you stuff that I've used in my business in the last year, things that I'm using even 3 months from now is stuff that I'm going to be telling you about right now in this webinar. All right, here's what I ask of you. I don't want you to be distracted. So close all your browsers, close your Facebook pages, your instant messenger. You can get to that stuff later. I know that people can half-ass these things and kind of pay attention, but I want you to take notes. And I also don't want you to do nothing with these notes. I want you to take action on this stuff because this is going to be some of the most valuable information that you have heard on a webinar in a long time. My goal is to blow you away with the information that I'm going to share with you. And I'm going to back it up with the numbers. I'm going to show you the numbers that I'm running, the results, the return on investment, all that stuff. Also, when you discover something today that will greatly impact your business, can you promise me that you'll take action on that? Okay? Can I get a yes that you will apply this to your own business? Just type it right into that box. Yeah. All right. The yeses are coming through. Great. All right. So we talked about taking notes. Um, you know, this really, some of this stuff can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. For me, hundreds of thousands of dollars. The 3 case studies that I'm about ready to show you has brought in over $400,000 in my business. So this is real money. It can be worth, depending on where you're at, tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. So really see how you can apply this to your own business. Now your business is going to be the same as mine, but it's universal. I can take this stuff and plug it into any business you guys have and show very similar results. Okay, here's what I promise in return. I'm going to give you real life examples that you can use in your business really almost immediately to get you more customers and more sales. Now, this is stuff I've learned, again, over 30 years. So it's taken me 30 years to learn this stuff. You're going to discover this stuff in the next hour or so during this training that we're holding. There's been a lot of trial and errors along the way in that 30 years. I've had tens of millions of sales, millions spent on advertising, probably, unfortunately, hundreds of thousands of dollars wasted. But even the waste isn't bad because you learn from it, as long as, I guess, you learn from it, okay? So you get all of that, all that experience that I'm going to try to ram all into the next hour. All right, whoops, let's go back one slide here. Before I do that one, I'm just going to say that not only am I going to walk you through the golf course promo that saw a 435% increase, that was that first slide, but I'm going to share with these next things I'm going to show you. These are going to be the following promos that I used in my own business, okay? So the first one, the first case study that I'm going to show you is going to be the rotating promotions technique. That alone last year did $201,600. So a little over $201,000 this did. Now this was only 1/4 of my rotating promotion technique. I'm not even going to talk about the other 3 parts of it. I'm just going to talk about this one. So that really only equaled in the last year, it was only 7 weeks during the year. So that 7 weeks, and it was granted the most successful quarter of this promotion, but that equaled 7 weeks last year we ran it, $201,000. Another one of these case studies is going to be called my Secret Stealth event. That's a one-day event. It brought in a little over $79,000. Actually, it was only 5 hours. It wasn't even a full day. It was only a part of a day. So it was a total of 5 hours from 3 o'clock till 8 o'clock at night. Every single person that owns a business needs to do this, okay? Once you see how easy it is, yeah, you're going to want to do it. So you really need to be doing this. And again, those of you that don't have businesses, you know, you're going to be able to start implementing some of these things immediately when you open your doors or when you get your website up and going. And those of you that do own businesses, you're going to want to slap yourself for not doing this from day one. The other promo case study that I'm going to go through is called I call it a silly scarcity trick promotion. It's silly or dumb. It really makes no sense, but it works. It actually uses the psychological trick that's really so strong that it forces people to take action. And the results on that in my own business last year alone during the summer, June, August, was $128,143. And that was with 0 ad spend. I'm going to show you how I pulled it off. You guys can start doing this right away. All right. For those of you that don't know me, I'm going to give you my quick history, really to show you why why you should be listening to me, why you should trust me. My name is Jeff Dieterich. I owned my very first business in 1984, if you can believe that. It was a DJ service. We started it for free beer at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. There's over 40,000 students there. We quickly grew, and that is me in that stupid hat. We were obviously at a beach party. That's not how I dressed in the 80s. That was a beach party behind my, you can see the DJ, the turntable covers in front of us. We quickly grew, myself and my buddy, we quickly grew that to 7 DJs. We were doing 4 shows at one time every night. We had yellow page ads, radio ads, bridal shows. We did $36,000 our senior year. Everyone knew us on campus. It was a great experience, a great learning experience on how to grow really a business that started off as a joke, but then to grow it into this force that everyone knew of on campus. Now, $36,000 doesn't seem like that much money, but when you're just spending that on beer in college, that's pretty good. Right out of college, myself and a different business owner, a different buddy, we opened up a Little Caesars Pizza. We were 23 at the time. At that age, we thought we were pretty smart, but we really didn't know crap. We just worked a ton of hours. We had great customer service. We were cheap as hell as owners. We watched everything. We looked at every little penny. If trash bags were 9 cents and we could get some for 7 cents, we would work that out as how much that would save us over the course of a year. We ended up opening 3 more of those Little Caesars, so we had a total of 4 of those. We also had 1 teaspoon of yogurt. Eventually, one of our Little Caesars stores was #1 in the country in sales, so that's out of 4,000 stores. It was #1 in the country through 10 months. But then, we choked it at the end. A couple California units beat us. We ended up #3. What we did in that store was amazing. I spoke at a Little Caesar Regional Corporation meeting about what we were doing. We just did some crazy guerrilla marketing, things that people had never done before. And then we ran, I'm sure I could improve on it now, but we ran pretty decent customer service. It was awesome. Our teaspoon Y actually wasn't that bad either. We were number 27 out of 1,200 locations. So it wasn't like that was #1 or #3, but we still did fairly decent there. Overall, we didn't really like what the corporations were doing, and we started selling those off. Myself and a buddy, one day we were trying to figure out what we wanted to do. We kind of looked at each other and we're like, well, what do you want to own? What would be cool to own? And that led us into our next business. We bought 2 existing fitness centers, full-size fitness centers. They had, full workout areas, 2 basketball courts, 2 pools. We had 4 indoor tennis courts. We had racquetball courses, group X's. It was one was like 80,000 square feet. It was a huge operation. We had 4 months to learn the business before we took it over. So when we signed the paperwork and we took it over, we had 4 months. So we went from getting people, feeding them fast food, pizza and yogurt, to having to run an athletic club. And we really found the overall transition was not that hard. We had learned good, sound business principles, and we applied them to the fitness industry. Now, at that time, again, we still didn't know, you kind of don't know what you don't know. I kind of wish we would have had someone that was an expert in that field that we could have instantly maybe hired to teach us. We didn't. So we kind of learned a slow way, but we still did really well. When we wrote a check for $1.2 million for those clubs, originally when we bought it, we were nervous, but we saw the opportunity. All the things that were being done wrong, that was the opportunity. The owner before us did a great job, grew them, did a wonderful job, but again, he didn't know what he didn't know. We saw so much opportunity, things that he was missing out on. So that's why we weren't all that nervous when we wrote that $1.2 million check. We did take sales from a little over $1.2 million to over $2 million in just a few years. The lessons I now know, I could have done that in under a year. So instead of being a couple years going from 1.2 million to 2 million, we could have done it even quicker. It would have been, no problem. Here's a picture of those indoor tennis courts. I really thought I would stick with this for my entire life. We bought these in 1999. but I discovered internet marketing. I wanted to advertise toward my club members, and I just saw this online Wild West exciting business opportunity, and I decided that I was going to jump into it. I sold my shares of the gym to my business partner and jumped 100% online, and that was before I had my first product. I hadn't even captured my first subscriber at the time. I just knew that I could take what I knew in the business world and I could transfer that over online. You know, looking back, I would not recommend you do that because that's kind of dumb, but I discovered a ton. This online world is amazing, and it's exploded since then. The things that I discovered is I created my own online products. One product alone sold over $500,000. It was $553,000 in just 9 days. I don't have time to get into it, but that was it. We sold it for, I'll talk about it a little later, but just 9 days, that was it. I quickly became one of the top internet marketing affiliates in the world. That means when you sell other people's products. I sold my own stuff and other ones. StomperNet was a product launched a few years ago, and I was in the top 10 for affiliates for that. That was, at the time, the biggest launch ever in internet marketing history, I believe it was. I also even spoke on stage at events, and even my own events. I held a couple down in Chicago. They were on purpose smaller events, but that's a picture of me in London right here. There was about 250 to 300 people at that event. Internet marketing then was broken by 2008. So I left the gyms in 2004. The things that, it really took a bad turn around 2008. The first one was ClickBank. ClickBank was where people would sell products. That was kind of the vendor that took the money. There was just full of crap products. There was blind copy for products, meaning that they hyped up this product, but they wouldn't tell you really what it did. People did huge sales, but it was typically the promises they made and the products they delivered were two different things. The products were crap, and that's what everyone was buying. So I saw a lot of legit internet marketers turn what I call to the dark side and started pumping out these crap products. The name of the game was bringing in as much money as possible and kind of pretty much screwing the people buying it. And at that point, I was not impressed with the way internet marketing was going. Coaching, people would sell these cheap products and then take the names, and they were outsourcing coaching programs. And the coaching programs were total crap. This was being done by coaches that had little or no training of running a business, and ultimately most of these products were not helping people succeed at all. The selling from the stage, there was one guy. So this is me at an event where I was on stage and I was presenting all this great information, and at the end I did sell my own product. You were expected to. Then you would split the money with the people holding the event. Well, they brought in this guy, and I'd heard of him before. And I heard a lot more afterwards, but it turns out this guy was selling a product that was close to about $15,000. And you find out in the contract, the people in the audience would buy it. Then they'd see in the contract that they only had 3 days, a 3-day guarantee is all. So they could return his product, but they only had 3 days to do it, and they had to inform him by mail. So this is a weekend, Saturday or Sunday, they buy it. They only had 3 days to somehow get a letter first to check out the product and find out that it was crap, and it truly was crap. Then they had 3 days is all to get that their letter to him, whatever, sent to him directly to an address, wherever that address was. And it was unbelievable. I actually asked the promoters, why would you have this guy at your event? It was not good. I was really starting to question if I wanted to be in this space, this internet marketing space. I felt dirty being associated with half the people that were speaking at these events. You know, I sat there and I questioned it, and then I saw an opportunity that when I saw this opportunity for this offline business, I actually said, someone would be dumb not to do this. I actually said that to the person. Someone would be dumb not to do a business like this. So, you know, why wouldn't I do it? So I investigated it, and then I created this business. It's a medical weight loss clinic. So that is the current business that I own. This, we put in our first clinic in 2011. So, you know, what has it been, 4 years ago? It was physician supervised, you know, with nurses and medical assistants. I kind of knew the industry because, you know, it was in the town. We opened this in the town that I already had the 2 fitness clubs before. So I thought I understood the media and the potential patients and clients. But I made a crucial mistake when I opened that. I'm going to admit this right now. People don't know this. I've only said this for a few times. So I left the gyms in 2004. I opened up the clinic in 2011. So what is that? 7 years. But I did this same exact advertising and marketing that was working in 2004 when I left the athletic clubs. You know, I was dumb. Here I am. I forgot about this whole online world that I had learned. I just did what I had done at the gyms. And I didn't realize, you know, I didn't implement the online traffic. I didn't implement social media and social proof. Once I did that, so pretty much the first year was nothing special. Once I realized that, sales tripled. So, you know, that first 10 months was brutal, making mistakes. And then that next year, we tripled sales. So we opened about February. So that's why the first 10 months of the, you know, so we only had about 10 months in the first year. But we were able to triple sales. And then we opened up a second clinic about 40 minutes away, 35 minutes away. So the same kind of area. And the important lessons that I learned is that, you know, things that had worked 10 years ago or even 5 years ago, they don't work now. They do not work now. Also, I discovered offline and online marketing, they have to work together. It has to be this hybrid where they're working together. You know, you can't be scared of online marketing. Many of you might have your own business and you might be old timers. I talk with people that have been in the business world for 50 years. 40, 50 years, they know their stuff. They know certain things. They know everything usually about dollars and about the money and customer service and payroll and, you know, year-end taxes, and they know all that kind of stuff and margins, but they don't get this hybrid now of online and offline marketing. They're just scared. They didn't grow up to use it, and they just want to pass it off to other people. And a lot of times that's bad. And I'll show you some examples of why that's bad later. But you know, because they pass it off on people that don't know what they're talking about. Meaning, you'll have a company come in and try to sell you something, this online service. Those people don't know what they're talking about. I can't count the number of times someone pitched me to buy their online advertising, and they were ultimately clueless. They were just salespeople trying to bring home a check. You know, I've seen radio stations and cable companies selling banner ads now online because, you know, radio, cable, the newspaper, they're all getting into this other advertising because they have to expand. You know, newspapers are dying, so they for sure have to go online. And you know, they're selling banner ads that are sometimes $20 a thousand that I can personally buy myself very easily for $2 to $3 a thousand. So again, they're selling this product $20 a thousand, and if you know what you're doing, you could buy that for 1/10 that, $2 to $3 a thousand. Also, did you know that some of these online jobs can be done for $100 or even $20, things to your website? if you want to make changes to your website, you can even get some graphics done for $5 that you can add to your website that can make a huge difference. I want you to write this down, this website down, Fiverr.com. Now, some of you might have heard of that before. It's Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. The reason it's Fiverr is because everything starts off at $5. Just a couple days ago, I was on there. I was looking at people that do whiteboard videos, video editing, voiceovers to make some of my commercials. You can get stuff done. They start at $5. Then sometimes, depending on the length and different things, maybe the delivery, how fast you need it delivered to you. If it's like a speed, I need this in 2 to 3 days. Maybe it costs you a little more than that, but it's amazing. You know, type in yes in the box if you want to spend $5 to make 1,000, right? Yeah, just go ahead and type that in. I can for sure say right now that I've added one graphic on my website in a certain spot and have it show at a certain time. And while that graphic might have cost, you know, the engine to kind of run it, the little coding to run it, and the graphic itself might have, say, cost even $100. That's been responsible for over $12,000 since I added it 4 months ago. And that was a one-time $100. That's making me, again, $3,000 a month. That was 4 months ago I added it. It's brought in $12,000. So it's $3,000 a month, each and every month on autopilot, hands-free. So there's no reason to be scared about this. You can pay someone to go in and do something, and I'm going to show you this stuff, what you can add and tweaks you can make, but it can make a huge difference on your website. If you've got an offline business, it can make a monster difference, and it's all part of the system that I have for leveraging. So what I did is that I sat down and wrote out the exact steps that were working to get more customers and more sales. We always want to systematize our business. If all of a sudden I want to go away for a month, for my business, I want it to run and be smooth. Well, the stuff that I do, I just do off the top of my head. I've been doing it so long that, you know, my wife doesn't really know exactly what I do at times, and I don't even know. And with me getting older, sometimes I forget. So I wanted to help myself out and systematize it, get all written out, get it all in calendars, so I can just either have someone else do it, or I can be a little more organized and do it myself. Now, there's thousands of business gurus, coaches out there that say they offer similar solutions to help businesses, you know, get more customers, more sales. And I'm sure you get bombarded with a ton of these, but, you know, I'm different here. I walk the walk. I actually do this stuff that I'm about to show you in my own business. Going back to the coaches, now this is crazy. Did you know that a high percent of business coaches, they only take class or classes to learn how to be a coach? They're literally learning from someone else that may or may not have ever owned a real business, you know, like us in their life. So it's almost like the blind leading the blind. You know, for me, overall in the last 30 years, you know, I've been in both the offline and the online business, in the offline and online world, and I've personally seen it all. I know what it's like to have, you know, every cent that you have in your life writing on your business. You know, how many of you can relate to that? How many of you have pretty much all your extra cash in your business? I mean, that's the only way you bring in money for your family is your business. I mean, how many type in yes if you can relate to that. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of yeses coming through. Hell yeah. There's a hell yeah that just came through. You know, I know what it's like to work open to close for weeks and weeks straight, you know, without a day off. How many of you can relate to that? Yeah, if you own your own business, you can relate to that. How about getting a $30,000 tax bill at 24 years of age? Maybe I was 25, and then having no money to pay it. You know, we were speed paying our loan, and at that age, you know, we don't realize what. You know, we're just like, hey, we got extra money, speed pay your loan, speed pay your, you know, we didn't even realize that, well, shit, we got taxes coming up here. Well, we got hit with a big ass tax bill at At the time, 30,000 seemed like a lot when you're young like that, and you had zero in your account. We actually had to take out a loan to pay off our taxes. So I know all about cash flow crunches, not having money sometimes to meet payroll, cutting it close, because all of a sudden you are, I had mentioned earlier, I had 4 Little Caesars and a teaspoon Y. You've got all this money flying in, in 2 of those buildings, we bought the land and we put up the building ourselves. We had money flying around all over the time. And when you're younger like that, we put in 3 locations in 1 year. We weren't the best at managing our cash flow. All of a sudden it'd be someone that would need we have to, put in a new HVAC system that costs $10,000. Well, if you're not managing your money, it kind of sucks. Right now, even in my own business, I pay out a little over $1 million each year in my payroll. Just that's me meeting payroll in just my offline business. I'm not talking about online business, not talking about affiliate commissions. I'm talking about payroll. So whatever that works out to be per month, that's what I have to bring in. So $1 million in a year in payroll is what I paid last year. I know also about workers calling in sick, the hassles of hiring. I've experienced everything in the last 30 years. So I really wanted to take what I did in what I'm doing in my offline businesses. I wanted proof of my system outside of my own business. I wanted to, I know it can work in my own business, but I wanted to prove it in another business. Well, I got an opportunity when 2 of my employees, now they're sisters, their father passed away. This is just 2 years ago. Their father unexpectedly passed away. He left them. He left the family. Now, the father did have a business partner. So he left his family with half ownership of a 9-hole golf course. Now, the dad had been a very successful farmer, and he had bought the golf course as kind of a hobby. So and he only bought it a couple years, maybe 2 years before he died. And, he ran it as a hobby. It was losing money when he owned it. And so the sisters got it 2 years ago. Well, they took over before last season, and it continued to lose money as the sisters ran it along with the other business owners. Again, they've got full-time jobs. They just kind of got dumped into this situation, unfortunately, and it was just losing money. It is a really tough niche to be in. There's just so much competition. So again, their father passed away, and then the first year it began, and they were losing money, and I felt like a dick. Sorry for I felt like a total ass for not helping them out, for not finding the time to help them out. They're running this business and they don't know what they're doing, and it's losing money. So this year I decided this was going to be different. I'm going to use them as an experiment. So before the season started, I got them together, and I sat them down, and I'm going to show you the steps that we did to change their business, to turn it around. So you're about to discover the results of this experiment that I did with this golf course. And really it worked better and faster than we even dreamed. So here is the golf course. Cecelia is, again, a little 9-hole course in Janesville, Wisconsin. And this is the exact process I used to increase their annual memberships 435% in just 3 weeks. Now, the first thing I did is I sat down with Julie. She's one of the workers. She's kind of the numbers person in my business, and I just dug into the numbers. I was looking for the best opportunities. Now, these could be the easiest, the fastest, the cheapest, or even the best long term, depending on where you're at in your business. But we decided to go for the easiest and the fastest, and it turned out to be cheap too. But we wanted to make an immediate impact right away. Sometimes, business owners are too close to their own business to see some of these things. So when someone like me comes in, I'm able to look at it from a different perspective. Well, this is what I found out. Step number one, I wanted to discover the opportunities. Sales were low. They were losing money. There was tons of competition. They had no list, meaning no email list, no list of past golfers, either emails or physical. They had nothing. And they had no game plan for the upcoming season. How many of you are in that same situation? You have no game plan. How many of you don't really know if your ads are working or not? Or, you know, you even know they're not working, but you don't know what else to do. You know, maybe some of you are living paycheck to paycheck. You know, that's never fun. Or maybe you're not even taking checks. You know, maybe you have no cash flow to pay bills. How many of you have even big debt hanging over your head? It's scary, you know. So I decided to use my system then. We decided to do this first. So we wanted to implement the easiest and the fastest ideas first. We wanted to build a list. They needed cash flow. They needed traffic to come to their course. You know, at no point were they too busy. There's no such thing really. Very often were they too busy. And because of the losing money, they couldn't spend a lot of money on advertising. All right, here is step 3 was to implement the game plan. What were we going to do to create this cash flow? So we were going to build an email list by giving away a free week of golf. And I'm going to show you these steps in just a bit, exactly how we did this. Then after we did this week of golf, we were going to tell them about annual memberships. Now this is classic list building to then an upsell. We're going to tell them about our annual membership sale after that. We decided to also add in I decided to add in a viral component into this system. Again, I'll show you this. During the free week, we're going to upsell the golfers, not only on the annual membership, but then on other upsells. So anything golfers need, we're going to upsell them on that. We also were going to use scarcity to sell annual memberships. And we're going to use targeted Facebook advertising to build the list. Then after we build the list, we're going to use those emails to sell annual memberships and use retargeted Facebook directed at past website visitors. Now that might, if you don't know Facebook advertising, I'll explain it in a little bit. But yeah, we're going to use those emails and use people that already come to our site. We're going to advertise to them on Facebook. I do this every day in my business. It's some of the best return on investment you've ever seen. All right, let's get into the Facebook ads. Very simple. You almost always want to test different graphics. Now, full disclosure that these ads were made by my in-house graphic person. I have someone that works for my business, and pretty much, one of their biggest things that they do is graphics. So I'm not, but you could have something like this made on Fiverr, that Fiverr.com site I talked about, for $5, maybe $10 each, but probably for $5 each. So it's very simple. Then what we did after that is we targeted the ads. That is probably one of the most important things you can do. Here's what I did. We wanted to target interest. So within the actual Facebook advertising area, you can type in interests. Well, I use a special software, and we found out all these different golf type sites. Now, certain sites like, say, Tiger Woods, we don't want to target that. People might like Tiger Woods, the different fan pages out there, but they're not really a golfer because he's a little too big. So we wanted to go after things that only golfers would kind of know about. So like the PGA European Tour, you've got to be a real golfer if you're liking the European Tour page. The Adams Golf. Obviously, I'm not a golfer, so I'm assuming this. Again, I don't know anything about golf. I've golfed twice in my life. That's the only times I've ever been on a golf course, other than maybe, boy, one time, I don't even know. That's probably it. Maybe I was at a party one time that held it at a golf course. So I know nothing, but you don't need to know things. I can go into any niche and crush it by just doing these steps that I'm showing you right now. So, you know, so I'm assuming Adams Golf under interest is a golf equipment company. U.S. Golf courses, Masters Tournament, Professional Golfers Association. So overall, what we did is we used this software. We put in golf or golf courses or a couple different keywords. It spit out all these different things. We got rid of the kind of the generic things, and then we uploaded that to Facebook. We also, you see that the locations, we went around Beloit, Delavan, and Janesville, 10 miles around Beloit radius, 10 miles around Delavan, and 25 Janesville. I think toward the end, we sized Janesville down to 10 miles also. So that means all the people that like those pages, they had to live within Beloit, Delavan, Janesville in that 10 to 25 mile radius. Then you can also target age, 18 to 65. I could have tightened that up if again, I don't know golfing. They didn't know their clientele. If they knew their clientele was, say, older folks over 50, you could turn that age into 50 and up. But I kind of kept it more generic, 18 to 65. I did male and female. Eventually, we changed it to just males because we saw that 90% of men were signing up. So we went in and we changed the ad, and that even made it cheaper. You know, once people would opt in to our page, meaning would give us their email address, they would be taken out of the ads, so they wouldn't see it again. So they would see the ad, they click on it, go over, sign up, they never see it again. That's another trick to save you money. Here is the ad that we used. This is connected to a Facebook page. Those are free to set up if you don't have one yet. So it just says everyone gets a free week of golf at Cecelia's golf course. Just click the picture and sign up. Very simple. I'll show you what that was connected to though. But before that, I wanted to show you the costs. Let's just talk about the first line, okay? The first row, the kind of the blue, not the white second row, but the blue. Golf, I named it interest. That's that list of all those interests. We got a total of 400 website clicks. We ended up paying only 48 cents a click. Now that is way better than what I'm doing within my weight loss clinic because there's, I think, more interests because people don't really like weight loss. You know, you might like different products, but it was a little tougher to find audiences in my weight loss clinic. But 48 cents I felt was great. It actually started off lower than that. We were down in the 24, 30 range. We showed it to 9,200 views, 9,265. We spent a total of $203.56. Then if you look at the second line, what you do there is you ask, now this is a little technical. I'm not expecting you guys, if you haven't done this before, to grasp this, but just to know how it's done. You can tell Facebook, okay, I've got all these people hitting my thank you page. So that means you see an opt-in page after you put in your email, then you go to a thank you page. So you tell Facebook, hey, all these people that are hitting my thank you page, create a similar audience of those people. Facebook has all this demographics because they know where people, what they like and where they surf and all that stuff. So that's what Facebook did. They created a similar audience. So that expanded it beyond people in my first group. And we got 315 clicks. Those, a little more expensive, 60 cents a website click, but that's still a great cost. We ended up spending $188 on this similar audience. So what you have to do is first drive some traffic. Then you get people to opt in. Then after you get some traffic, then you can tell Facebook, hey, I want more traffic like that. All right, so do you guys want to see the page that they were opting in for, to get this free week of golf? All right, I got a couple more hell yeses. Nice, nice, Tim. Two, Tim and Tom, both. Hell yes. All right, here we go. Very simple page, not a lot of stuff on it. This was I believe that picture only cost me $1. Here's another thing I don't tell people very often. I don't know how to do any of the technical stuff. Even though I own an internet marketing company, I have people that I pay to do all my products, to make all my softwares, to put up all my web pages, to pretty much do everything other than I send out my emails. I recommend that you guys always do that, but they do everything else technical. Well, I didn't want my guys to have to do this stuff, so I made this myself. I want you to write this down. ClickFunnelPages.com. ClickFunnelPages.com. These next pages I'm about ready to show you, I made with that software, and they're live on the web. I don't know how long it took me. I was watching TV when I was doing this, and again, full disclosure, my wife is a graphic artist, so she did go in and make things look a little better. Like she knows, maybe better fonts to use. But sometimes when you make things look too pretty, you actually hurt your conversions. So it's not all about making things look pretty. But I will say she definitely made it look better, more eye appealing. But mine wasn't too far off. I did everything but that, and she just kind of changed a few things. So, yeah, if you go to, it's ClickFunnelPages.com. It's $97 a month. And right now they've got a 14, or they did a week or two ago, they had a 14-day free trial. So you can always check it out. But that's what I created. So what happens is people opt into that. It goes into your autoresponder. That's another company that you buy that you can easily connect them by using this ClickFunnel Pages. It just automatically kind of does it. It's super cool. We don't have time to get into the, I could open up a browser and show you how to do it, but we just don't have time on this webinar. But then after they click that green button, enter to receive your free week of golf, it jumped over here. Now, the step one, we decided, first we thank them up above. Then step one is to share the love, tell your friends. That was that viral aspect I told you about. We want people to share it. Now, if you have female customers, they're going to share it more than male customers. I had mentioned earlier that we had 90% of our guys were signing up, and eventually that's all our ads targeted were guys. And I figured it was going to be higher guys, but I never thought it was going to be that high. Females are tend more to share stuff. So this would have worked better if this was a salon. If it was like 90% females, it would have worked a lot better. But we still got boy, I can't even remember, what does that say? 57, I think it says, 57 people shared it when I took this picture. So that's still pretty good. And then the second step was we told them about the annual membership. So we get them to opt in. We throw in a little viral thing, and then we tell them about an annual membership. In our case, it wasn't a true upsell. If you have an online business is all, you're going to take that money right away. So this is definitely not how you normally do a business. This is how we did it with Cecelia's. They didn't have a way to take money online. So I wanted to show you business owners that really don't do much online, that you don't have to do stuff online. So they would click this green button, then they would go to another page we made on that same ClickFunnelPages.com. We advertised then the offer. So think of this as the offer page. Now down below you'll see the blue button that says click to order online. We added that later. It's a very simple process. I had never done it before with this system. It was free. We set it up. We only got one annual membership. So you definitely don't need this. They just had people calling them. They had people stopping in and ordering. You can do the same thing. I wanted to point out this to you though. This is that scarcity element. We had only, it says 89 sold already, just 11 left. So with this ClickFunnels pages system, you can go in there. So we started off having, instead of 100 available, we actually, it's not really lying, but we started off saying, 92 available. Yeah, 8 were sold, 92 are available. So we actually picked like different levels where we would advertise it. So in the first email, we announced it. An email 3 days later, we might have mentioned, hey, we've already sold 8. There's only 92 left. Make sure you move on this. They're going fast. And then, so we kind of ahead of time knew, we're guessing about when they would start running out. So we would show you later some of the graphics that we used. But so on top and on bottom, we mentioned that there's only 100 available and they're going fast. In this case, this is late in the promotion, the last page we did when we only had 11 left. And again, that was that online order form that really we didn't even need. It was a waste of time. We only sold 1. So here was the Facebook ads. So now this might be a little confusing. I'll try to explain it the quickest way possible. A Facebook ad, so we captured all these emails. You can create an audience from those emails. So you upload them into Facebook and you can say, call them Cecilia's golf course opt-ins. Okay, so that's one audience. And then everyone that hit our opt-in page or hit our thank you page, so that people that just didn't see the ad, but they actually clicked over and then they either saw the opt-in page, that one with the golfer, or they saw one of the thank you pages. You can create an audience for that also. That's when we advertise these ads to those people. So we would tell Facebook, hey, advertise to that audience that are called Cecilia's golf course opt-ins. Also, and this is called retargeting. People that visited our site in the past, we want to advertise to them again. So I'm sure you've seen this. You go to a site, you leave. You might then log into Facebook and then you see, all of a sudden start seeing these ads for that site you just visited. That's retargeting. Okay, it's just the people that had been on our site before. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's what we did. So we in this case, we had ads made ahead of time, and I think we had one at 54 left, one at 11 left. So then when we got down near that level, then we would already have the email written. We would already have the Facebook ads ready to go. Yeah, yep. Someone just asked, can I see an ad? I just happen to have it next. Yeah. Yep. So this ad, so again, you don't want to wait till you're to 11 and then create the ad, or say wait till 54 and then create the ad. You want to keep this momentum going. You want people to constantly be getting emails, and you don't want to do it every day in the golf course. They don't want to see golf emails every day. Maybe some do, but we would send we'd send 1 to 2 a week. And then we'd update them. Okay, we had, bam, whatever that first number was. If it was, we sold 8, then all of a sudden we sold 54, then we sold 11, there's only 89 left. We would have those created ahead of time, so they're ready to roll. So this is, it's pretty simple once you get this, and it's all about scarcity. That was the ad just showing the number of people that was, that we reached. 925 people we reached with this ad. Yeah, it was super targeted. It didn't cost much. Eventually, and I'll show you the final totals in a bit, but we also wanted to wrap it up. So we did not sell the whole 100. I'm always truthful with you guys. Well, we came close. I'll share with that number with you in a sec, but we wrapped it up. We actually then picked a date. So in the emails, we actually said, and maybe in the posting to their Facebook fan page, we said last day to buy these are May 3rd. I can't remember if that's a Sunday, whatever, 5 o'clock. You need to buy this. So we ended it. And scarcity is a huge driver for motivating people to buy. You need to add that into everything you do. Whenever you do a special offer, you want to put a number on it. You want to put a date on it. You want to combine them like we did here. So we did the number, then at the end we did the date just to close it down. All right, here is the, here's the advertising for the golf. So that retargeting was, we only spent $78. So it looks like we only did the golf ad when we were down to 11 left. That's the only time we did the result. And tell you the truth, we probably ran this 11 left when there was like 24 left. You kind of do it beforehand. You're not really lying. You're just, you just did it. We just ended up doing a little ahead of time. All right, here are the results of this promotion. Okay. So we implemented the game plan within 10 days of meeting. So when I sat down with Julie, I got all the information. I dug in. We decided what we're going to do. We implemented it into we started it. Facebook cost, the free promo, that was to get the free week of golf promo, $392.48. The annual membership then, the retargeting that said, hey, we only had 11 left, that was $78.94. The total on that was $471.42. Now, some people are going to argue, they could have argued, the golf course could have argued that, a free week of golf is going to hurt sales. Yeah. Yep. People are, yeah, that's not the case when you have upsell systems in place. All right, here's some more results. The email list, we went from 0, again, they had no email list the year before, we went to 348. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's 348 golfers that were interested enough in this area to give us their email. Now, a lot of people saw the ad, and they saw the name, and maybe they didn't want a free week of golf, but so they're still advertising. I mean, it's good to have your name out there, but from that $500 total spender, 471, I think it was, we got 348 people. Annual memberships, we went the year before, they did 20. We went up to 87. That's a 435% increase. Now, total sales, annual membership increase is fine, but what did they totally bring in? So the year before, April, they brought in $19,942. That went up to $49,595. Now, you might think that all that increase had to do with the annual memberships. And you are wrong. We increase money across the board in about every single profit area. Green fees. So that's people that just came in, and granted the free week of golf was during April, but green fees went up 65% for the month. Carts went up 95%. Beer went up, sales went up 47%. Alcohol, now I don't know why such a big jump. That's not a typo. It actually went up 472%. I think that came down to they didn't sell much the year before, and then this year just selling a decent amount was such a big increase. Other beverages, water, Gatorade, that kind of stuff, soda, 71%, and food and snacks up 75%. The results, because of this new email list, what was it, 348, and the new customer list. Again, these golfers now that are coming in, that came in for free, that are coming in to paid, they're grabbing their information. Because of just that alone, they're going to increase their traffic for the rest of the year, because we're going to be able to continue to do ongoing promotions, and that's going to be more sales. So I want you to think about this. What would have happened if I had came into that golf course and told them that, my suggestion that they have to give a free week of golf, and they said, free week of golf, we don't want to give our product away. Or what if they liked the idea, but they just took no action? What would have happened to the golf course's sales? Yeah. Yeah, if you said nothing would have happened, you're correct. If they didn't take action, nothing would have happened. The golf course would have continued doing their crappy $19,000 in sales just like last year and kept losing money just like last year. They wouldn't have a list of 300 plus golfers. They wouldn't have had all those golfers out trying their course, many for the very first time. Long-time golfers in the community, never been to that course before because there's so much competition. They'd never been there before. And some of these guys had never been there before and got an annual membership because you got them out there trying your product. Think about that. How can you get your product in other people's hands? In the case of the free golf week, it didn't really cost us anything because there's really no cost to us. And we implemented all these strategies to upsell the food and the beverage and the beers and all that kind of stuff. And there's a ton more we could have done. If we, next year, we're going to have all this stuff in place and it's going to rock. We're really going to hit it. That 49,000 is going to be nothing compared to next year. Yeah, they also, yep, I got a couple comments. They would not have had any extra annual memberships. Instead of 20, they had 67 extra annual memberships sold. 20 might have been a good number. They might have dropped down to 15. I don't even know. I don't know the golf course industry. I assume it's maybe holding steady. Maybe it's going down. So maybe that 20 annual memberships would have dropped down to 15. Who knows? Or half. Depending on your industry, yeah, you might be dropping. If the industry was expanding, these numbers could have even been a lot better. And ultimately, yeah, the golf course, if they had not taken action, they wouldn't have had the extra $30,000 in cash. Now, that's just the first month. We have a lot of promotions planned for the rest of the season to that email list. And now that email list is going to continue to grow. We're going to do things that continually bring in more emails into the free list and then also into the customer golf list. How would that $30,000 a month change? How would that change your business? If you made $30,000 more this month, right now, this month, how would that change your business? Now, what if you could duplicate that 4 times per year? So 4 times 30,000. What if you could do that every month, 12 times 30,000? Would it affect your business? How about affecting your life? How many people, right now in the box, type in, would that affect your personal life, your personal relationships, your personal life? Yeah, obviously doubling, if you can make $30,000 in a business, a lot of problems go away when you make $30,000 more. Yep. So yeah, this is just the start of an ongoing system that will raise their income each and every month. Yeah, just picture your business. This whole system that I put into place, this promo is all part of an easy 6-step system that I call the customer hack system. And I'm going to show it to you real quick, just what it is, and then we're going to move on to my case study. So we are already running long on time. It starts off with the traffic. That was us getting the traffic to our site. The lead hacks, that's basically in a nutshell, you grabbing their information, you're grabbing their lead, you're turning them into customers. What we did is we sold them the annual memberships. Visitor value, that we didn't really do a second upsell, but that's when you get more money out of your customer during their first transaction. We didn't really do that. I would recommend that you do that, but we didn't do it. Now that just proves you can do a promotion and it doesn't have to be perfect. We went from 19,000 up to 49,000 sales, and at no point am I saying I was perfect. Hell no. We probably only ended up doing half. If that was my business, I would have gotten those sales up to 80,000, I bet. Yeah, there was so much more we could have done. But again, the two sisters, they're working 40, 45 hours a week with me, and the other owners got a full-time job. Yeah, they weren't doing it. I mean, they just didn't have time. Yeah, I could have taken that 49,000 up to who knows. All right, the next one, lifetime value hacks. That's getting people back over and over and over again, trying to spend more money over time and a longer amount of time. And the referral hacks, we didn't do that at all. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff we can do there. You know, we're talking about doing these Facebook referral picks, giving annual memberships flyers to give their friends where they can earn club bucks. There's a lot of things we can implement. If this was my business, there's so much I could do. I could triple their sales in no time at all. For sure, double it in the first year. All right. Who wants to see the customer hacks system in action? All right, I'm going to go through this real quick. I know yeah, people are saying, yeah, slow down. Yeah, I know I do talk kind of fast at times. So in a nutshell, this is how the hack system works. And now this is on a business, let's just say $1 million business. And I'm going to show you how to leverage each small change. And ultimately, you're going to double your sales in 10 months. Yep, making small changes in each hack, you can double your sales. All right, you start off income $1 million. What you do is, and this is pretty similar to my weight loss clinic, some examples that I've done before. So it's very, very similar, some of these numbers, and more conservative. So traffic, you go from 50,000 visitors per year. That seems like a lot, but when you break it down per month, per week, it's really not all that much. What we're looking at is a 20% increase on this. Then what you do is you grab more leads. There's ways to get more leads. So I'm just going 20% more. So only from 10% of my visitors coming to my site, I'm going to now raise that up to 12%. So now you're talking, instead of 50,000 visitors, 10%, you're talking 12% of your people you're going to grab their information from the new 60,000 visitor total. You see how that leverage works? Customers, you're going to increase your customers 20% from 30 to 36%. So on that new amount of subscribers, which is 7,200 names you've grabbed now, you're going to turn those 30% of that, going to turn into 36%. Your customers are going to go from 1,500 up to 2,592. Now on this step, I combine lifetime value and visitor value. Visitor value hacks, again, you're getting more money out of people on their first visit. The lifetime value is more money over time. That, I think, can have one of the biggest impacts in your business if you're not doing it correctly. There, I'm adding 20%. I'm going from a visitor value of $667 per person. That raises up to $800. So we're not talking big increases. 20% here, 20% there. It's not that much, but it's that combined effect of adding all of these hacks together, the hack system together. So at the end, just those changes, your income now is over $2 million, $2,074,637. Yep. Oh, and one thing I didn't even add into this, we didn't even add in the referral hacks into this graphic. I just wanted to show what you could do kind of with your current stuff that's going on to tweak things. Now, when you add in your referral hack, that is amazing what that can do. And that's one of my case studies. I'll show you that. All right. I promised to show you some examples of my own successful hacks that I've used in my past business. All right. This one is the rotating promotions technique. It brought in $201,600 last year. That's part of my lifetime value hack. I'm going to walk you through kind of how that works right now. It's 4 week-long promotions, and I do it every other week. So what we did is we sat there and went, okay, what's 4 promotions that we can always be promoting to our customers, in this case, my weight loss clinic, our patients, and then we just rotate them every other week. Left on our own, it would be hit or miss. Okay, what do you want to do this week? Okay, let's do this special. Well, we brainstormed all these different specials. We came up with, we like these 4 the best, and we're just going to rotate them. Those 4, we're going to rotate them. So we're going to put one into place one week. We're going to skip a week. Then then promo 2 the next week, then skip week, then 3, skip week 4. Then we just start it again. This isn't rocket science, guys. It's just putting things in place that make the big difference. You don't just hope you're going to get more sales. You take these, you put these promos, these hacks into place, and once you put it into place, it just happens. So the buy one, get one free skinny shot. So that's one of those 4 specials. We do a BOGO. We price the skinny shots at a price where buy one, get one free still makes us a lot of money, a lot of money. So last year, how that ran, how the promos turned out, we ended up having 7 within the calendar year, 7 weeks of that BOGO skinny shot. That brought in that $201,600. Now this is what's kind of needed to pull this off, just in a nutshell real quick. We educate the patients beforehand. So what you can do is you can let them know how, what skinny shots do. We call them skinny combos now, but what the skinny combos do, the advantages to them, how that's going to help you, all the different lingo. You educate your customer. Point of purchase, so that means around the registers. Also in-room signage. Our patients go in with a med staff, either a med staff person, and they'll see signs within the room during the week that they're on sale. We set it up, we train our staff that they suggest to sell. Now there's tricks to do that. In my course that you can, a ton of tricks to get your staff excited and suggestive selling. I've been in the game long enough that if you don't keep your staff selling and be excited about it, it's like night or day. An excited staff can sell double or 4 times more. So one, they might not even suggest to sell at all, might not even mention it, but then there's also ways to do it the correct way. We also email out 3 times during the week, and we do those Facebook ads, that retargeting to customers. I take my patients' email addresses, I upload them to Facebook, I create an audience. It could be Medicine patients, then I put the date on it, and then I run Facebook ads to those customers saying, hey, it's Skinny Shot Week, don't forget. Then occasionally we run an online sales. Again, you don't need to. That's the only thing in medicine that we sell online is skinny shots, and typically that's about $2,000 is all each time. So looking at 7 promotions last year, $2,000, that was only $14,000. We just did one of these BOGO weeks last week, and again, online we sold $2,000. Yeah, our BOGO price, it's normally $4 for $100. So it's during these weeks, it's $8 for $100. Someone was asking, what's the price point? So yeah, it's not like it's a $5 item in this case. And I want to, again, be transparent. Of the 4 specials, each one does well, but this skinny combo week does the best. That $201,000 is the best. I never added up what the other ones do. I know what they do every week, but for the year, I never went through and added it up. We pulled that number off of our computer. We did sales during those 7 weeks, and it came to that $201,000. All right, who wants to see the next one? All right, this is the next case study. I'm calling this a secret stealth event. Now, it's a 1-day event. It brought in $79,800. This is part of lifetime value. It's a reactivation campaign. Now, I call it a stealth event because my competition and my current members don't know about it because I'm only advertising it to my past customers. This was, we first did this in our fitness club. Yep, yeah. I had mentioned earlier that the owner was making a lot of mistakes. One of the big mistakes that he did is he never did any reactivation campaign, meaning when people left his gym and stopped becoming members, he just did nothing with them. Their files either stayed in the file cabinet, they hoped they would come back, but they didn't do anything, no type of advertising to them. So what we decided to do, we dug through all those past contracts. He didn't have any lists also. I mean, he did have the list of people on the computer, the most current people. So, but we didn't have any emails. So we dug through everything. We found out all the past contacts, and we did a series of mailers to those past people. Again, we didn't have any email addresses. The costs of that wasn't that bad. I unfortunately don't have those numbers. Again, we weren't organized at the time. We didn't have the system. I didn't have this customer hack system. If I had this hack system back then, it would have made it so much easier. We just kind of did it. Then at the end of the promotion, we added up costs and said, okay, all right, we return our investments 10 times. All right, we'll do it again. And we wouldn't even plan a lot of times. We'd all of a sudden a year later would be like, hey, we should do that again. So we said there was 3,000 past members, and figuring, say if it's $1 per mailer, let's keep it simple. So our cost was $3,000. Again, no email addresses. So the special itself, someone's asking, we got people in at our old rates. So we told them our rates were going up, and we gave them a bunch of other free things like personal training, tanning. You can go out and in my course, I've got a ton of examples where we work deals with other companies, and we got, they would give us a $20 gift certificate for only a cost of $5, or sometimes if they have a higher end product, we would get a gift certificate for free. So yeah, we do a ton of reactivation things. So we gave them all this stuff, and this was only going to be a 5-hour, it's 5 hours or 4 hours. Again, we weren't very good at tracking this stuff. I want to say it's 5 hours. From 3 o'clock till 8, it might have been, let's just say it's 4 or 5 hours. How's that? It wasn't a full day, but it was definitely just in the evening. And we had lines out the door. It was crazy. So yeah, so this is for my 2 fitness centers, the past customer reactivation, a one-day special to come back. The line out the door, we kind of knew it was going to be crazy because how many people were calling and asking questions on the phones. So we had everyone we could working. We were ready for it. If we normally have, say, the front counter would have 3 people on at night, we had like 12 people on, and we still got crushed. But I'd rather be too busy than dead any day. We ended up having 133 customers, past members, come back. The 133 times $600. Now that $600, that's what they were spending on the contract they signed, but that's not even our lifetime value. Again, we didn't do a good job on tracking these numbers, so I can't make up. I know it's a lot higher than that. They come in and then they buy other things. They buy tanning and they buy, whatever, childcare. They buy tennis. They whatever, all these other costs. We had a pro shop. They continue on past the contract. People signed either a 1-year or 2-year. They keep going month to month after that. So that number might have been significantly higher. I just don't know what it is. But that was about the average of the 1-year and the 2-year membership and the percents that they were purchased. So 133 times 600 is 79,000. If you're not doing a reactivation campaign, you need to just slap yourself right now because you need to do this. It's huge. All right, here is a bonus reactivation campaign I'll go through real quick. This is one we did for our marathon weight loss clinics. We did a restart mailer. So that means patients that no longer are coming in, we send off a postcard, emails, and Facebook ads that says, hey, if you want to get restarted again, it's instead of our normal $149, it's only $99. One thing we could have added in was phone calls, calling up people, but yeah, sometimes if you don't have the people that do it, people won't do the whole campaign because, oh, we don't have anybody to make a phone call. Well, look, I'm not even doing this perfect. We could easily be calling these people, but it's easier just not to, I guess. So we do it. Instead of not doing the whole promotion, we do it 90% of the way. and we just left the phone calls out of it. So we spent about $1,900 on the mailer. Let me get some water here. Excuse me. $1,900 on the mailer. 200. These are real numbers. Last time I did this. $279.31 on Facebook ads. Total spend was $2,179. $2,179.31. It was a 2-week campaign, even though it's a restart week. We started it early to send out emails. So we did 65 the first week, 69 total patients the second week. Now, part of the deal is people don't have to restart if they had been in or gotten their blood work done in under a year, depending on what program they're on, under 6 months or under a year. So 50% of the people calling in that eventually came in, they didn't need a restart. So we had a lot of people do, oh, I don't need a restart. Oh, I can just come in, and then they would just come in and start up their program again. So the results on that was $40,000. So again, spend is what, 21? So say 2,200. We brought in 40,000. All right, here's the last case study. This is my silly scarcity trick promo, and we brought in $128,000. This is part of the referral hack system. Yep. All right, a quick question for you guys. Type into the box, type in yes if you use referrals in your own biz, or no if you don't. That way it's not all just yeses coming through. So either a yes or no. Do you use referrals in your own business? There's a handful that are using referrals. Some people say sometimes. So overall, bunch of no's. Yeah, overall it's almost like, yeah, it's almost people aren't doing it as much as they should. Some people are doing it, but it's not ongoing. And that's what I've found. Most business owners do not do it, or if they do it, it's not a system. They don't have a system in place to do it all the time. Okay, let me dig into this real quick. All right, what we call it Friends and Family Fridays. The first on the left, the yellowish one, that is a sign that we put up in our clinics. It says, for each person you refer who calls on any Friday in June, July, August. Why did I do every Friday? Because it rhymed. Friends and Family Fridays. It makes no sense. That's why I'm saying it's silly or dumb. They had to call just on Friday, and that's the hook. If you said call anytime June, July, or August, they'll push it to August and forget about it. You're giving them that hook, that time. So here is a big takeaway you can write down. If you're ever going to do anything either for a month promotion or a week promotion, you want to do the week-only promotion. If you want to you have an option of doing something for a week or for one day, you want to do the one day only. Then if you want to do, one day is pretty good, but if you even want to go down further where it's only a few hours, do that also. So in this case, I knew I wanted to run something during the summer. I said, let's just target it at Fridays. And as dumb as that is, I want you guys to rip this thing off because you can work it and add it into your business. The next middle thing was what we gave our patients to explain it. So you always want to think out all the guidelines and all the rules. So it basically said, hey, you give your friends a coupon for $100, you put your name on it, and then we'll give you $50 for every one of your friends that comes in. I think I said no upfront costs. I guess there was a little printing, so that I wasn't totally truthful there. A little bit of printing. So let's say it's $20 in printing, $30 in printing. So then the final coupon, the $100 off coupon on the right, that's what they would then put their name on, referred by, put in your name, Jeff Dietrich, and then if that got turned, I give it to my friends. If that got turned in, then I would receive $50 off. I mean, I would receive $50 in cash. Yeah, it's crazy. So the results. Madison, 73 new patients. This is, again, my business just last summer, June, July, August. Janesville, 54 new patients. Total, 127 total new patients times my lifetime value is $1,009. That's actually a number we know. So we brought in $128,000 for this promotion. So there was really, like I said, no upfront costs other than the printing. So our cost was 127. That's how many patients we had, times $50, and that comes to that $6,300. So we brought in $128,000, and it only cost us $6,300. You will almost, I'm certain, 99% certain, you will never find advertising that has this return on it ever in your life. Crazy. Plus $40, whatever the printing was, I don't know. But, overall, who cares? So the beautiful thing about Remember Referrals is you never pay anything until you get the customer. The customer comes in, they have their first visit, whatever your initial purchase, whatever it is, they pay for it first, then you give the money to your current customer that referred them. Now, we gave away $50. Could we have given away $100? Could we have given away $150? Could we have given away $200? Yeah. If I can give away $200 to bring in $1,000, I will do that all day long. Yeah. Yep. All right. So overall, this one promo increased revenue almost 5%. Plus, it generated a ton of traffic to our website. Yeah. A lot of friends were giving coupons, or their friends were talking to our patients. Their patients were talking to their friends and building us up, and maybe they went over and checked us out and opted in. So we were getting traffic and opt-ins, and some of those people might not have been ready to join during the summer. A lot of people like weight loss or fitness clubs. Your busiest time is not during the summer. So these numbers would have been even more incredible had we done that January, February, March. Those are 3 best months of the year. It for sure would have been over 200,000, if not double, 250,000. It could have been, yeah, crazy. You need to start this immediately in your business. And remember, the key is scarcity, that weird scarcity thing. Yeah, copy. Friends and Family Fridays, whatever the hell we call it. Who out there is seeing the possibility of referrals in your business? Type in yes. If you're going to start using them or start doing this now. I'd asked you earlier, if you saw something that would work in your business, to promise me that you would implement this in your business. Who's seeing the possibilities of how this could affect your business? Crazy, I know. So yeah, so that was that customer hack system, and that referral that we just said wasn't even in this. Yeah, I don't know why people are not teaching this. Yeah, some of these coaches or gurus out there, they're talking about, think yourself rich, the secret, stuff like that. I'm sorry, that stuff's total crap. You need to take action. When you have an opportunity to kick butt, you need to take action. I do believe in total positive mental attitude. That I win at all costs attitude is important, but thinking that you can make your phones ring or put money in your cash register by thinking it, that's just not going to work. You need to take action. Yes, some of the big gurus in this field, they know their stuff. And I'm not going to name names, but you can watch and go through a course that costs you $3,000, $5,000. And while they give you good ideas, they're not connecting all the pieces together. They're not giving you a system that works. One of the biggest gurus said that he didn't even use email. Now, this was in 2009. but the internet was already well along. I was sitting in a seminar in Chicago. I bet you there was 2,000, probably more than 2,000 people in this big, huge conference seminar that he was holding. He wasn't a speaker. He was doing the whole thing. So guys, 2,000 people paid money to see this. And he admitted that he was clueless about all this new internet stuff. He better learn this fast or pay someone fast or he's in trouble. And I have seen him doing internet stuff since that 2009 when I was in that seminar. So he has brought people in his organization to learn it. But yeah, it was amazing that people are sitting there and they're not even teaching it, or they're trying to teach it. They don't understand it. Let me ask you these questions. Are you seeing the success that you dreamed of when you first created your business? Are you enjoying life? Now, what I mean by that is, do you go on vacations that you dreamed of? Or are you stuck running your business? Are you in there day to day working open to close, 6 weeks straight, which I did one time, 6 weeks straight without a day off. Right now, I don't even need to go into my business. I mean, granted, I do have a Monday meeting from 10:30. It lasts about 2 hours. But other than that, I'm not needed. I feel, other than paperwork stuff that I can do on my computer, I don't fill a role. I don't fill a role. I mean, my workers do, they want to interact with me and they want to see me, and I come in, I work in my office, but I'm not needed day to day. I could not come in tomorrow and people wouldn't even probably notice. Here's a dirty secret. My clinic up north, my second clinic, weight loss clinic, I've not stepped foot into that in, I want to say 6 months, because I have managers, and also I might, granted, again, to be totally transparent, my wife does go up there a lot. So she is filling that owner's role. But even she's not needed as much as she thinks. When we learned this, when we had 4 Little Caesars pizzas and a teaspoon Y all at the same time, 2 of us. Well, obviously, we couldn't be running them all. So we had managers in each, and we rotated ourselves. We'd stop in and work 2-3 hours, and that would be it. We'd take notes, and we'd talk to the manager either that night or on the phone the next day on things that we noticed. So yeah, we learned how to do it. But let's go back to, are you enjoying life? Are you needed in your business? Well, are you worried about your business or worried about the future of your business? Now, anxiety, being worried, can have a huge effect on your health, also on your relationships. If you have a big ass debt over your head, or even if you're on the brink of bankruptcy, that is scary. Big payrolls are scary. Your employees, not only your families, but your employees depend on you. Remember that I paid out $1 million in salary in just my offline business last year? I mean, there's a lot of people depending on you. Are you tired of wasting your time and money on advertising and not seeing more customers and more sales from your effort? Yeah. When you spend, say, $1,000 or more and you get a no on an ad and you get in no customers, yeah, I mean, yes, granted, you're losing $1,000, but you're wasting an opportunity. If that golf course had told me no, they would have wasted an entire year. But they didn't. They took action and they said yes. Yep. The golf course is now able to really start thinking about selling. The sisters don't want to, the owners don't want to keep it. It was just kind of done as a hobby. I just was telling Kelly the other day that this is the time to get a business broker, to get it listed, sell this thing. Your sales just more than doubled. Buyers want to see, this, your business going up. They want to go in there and see golfers. They want to see it busy. When you double your sales, how will that increase your chances to sell if you want to sell your business? Think about that. Double your sales, After you double your sales, you might not want to sell your business. But, think of exit strategy. Now, how will that affect the value of your business? Or if you want to pass it on to your family someday, your children, you've just doubled your sales. Whatever your business is, what does that do to your value? What does that do to you being able to pass that on to your siblings? Well, how would you like to double your sales in 10 months? Type in the box yes if you want to double your sales. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, lots of yeses, of course. Well, how would that affect your business and your life? Yeah, let me ask you that question. Type in the box. How would it affect your life if you doubled your sales? How many said it would be better? Yeah, Charles says, yeah, I would have to decide where to go on vacation. Yeah, that's a good problem to have, huh? Now you saw how the system can have a massive impact on your sales. You can, of course, do all this on your own. Take all these ideas I've just given you, go off and do it on your own. I give you full permission to rip off my ideas. Yeah, but what if you could bypass, all the trial and error for everything else? And what if I could give you the actual step-by-step, no details left out customer hack system? All right, I want you to check this out. Introducing the customer hack system, how to double your sales in 10 months or less. This is my 30 years in the making small business success system. And let me go through each one of these hacks. You saw them earlier. The first one, traffic hacks, the first module, the things that you need to do in every ad. These are some of the things you'll learn in every ad, or you could be wasting 100% of your money. All right, this hack consists of 6. Overall the system consists of 6 modules. The first one being this traffic hack. Yep, it's all about getting more visitors to your website. You get more visitors to walk in your door. You get more visitors to call you. Yeah, as you'll notice the picture there, each section in the members area has multiple videos going into detail on that hack and what I actually do in each of my businesses. Yeah, other things within this traffic hack is what I mean by when I say you need to control the search engines. I'm going to show you examples. Now, when I mean control the search engines, that's the first page of Google, and you've got 8 out of the 10 listings. Control the search engines. Also, the exact media I use and don't use in my offline business, and how to drive more traffic into your business each and every day. All the different traffic hacks that will drive in and increase that 20% jump or more in your business. It's all laid out in all these videos. Now, some of these videos are, are everywhere from close to an hour to, 20 minutes. But it's a complete system. All right, the value of that's $497. Let's go on to Module 2. Now, traffic is worth this if you don't grab their info. I'm talking emails, physical addresses, phone numbers. Then what do you do with that info? So it's going to be all about the reasons you need to build your lists, how to have your traffic ready to sign up before they even hit your site, meaning they're going from your lead source, how they're going to be ready to give you their information before they even get to your site or walk in your doors. The exact multiple ways I capture leads in my business. And another thing you'll learn, along with a lot of other stuff, is how to create secret lead lists where you don't even know who is on that list, but you can market to them over and over again. I use that in my business every single day. All right, the value of this module, $497. All right, customer hacks. Now, this is the time when you turn all those leads into customers. You're going to learn to discover all the different ways to turn website visitors, walk-ins, call-ins into customers right away. So you don't even wait. You're turning them into customers right away. The different ways to turn all your prospects who didn't buy right away into customers. The exact system that I use to turn 46.4% of all my prospects into customers. That's not a typo. That's all the prospects that come in to my autoresponder that we capture. We turn 46% of them into customers. That's an incredible number. You know, I don't know if you know your numbers, but that is an incredible number. My hack system example was only using 30%. Then you want 20% more, so up to 36%. So I'm well above that even. Also, I'm going to show you my secret software that automates one of these techniques, one of my techniques. All right, the value of this hack system module is $797. All right, the last one, you want to monetize that first interaction with your customer by selling them every service or product that could help them. So you want to get more money out of them. All right, one of the things you're going to discover is how you're able to use how I was able to use upsells to bring in $553,000 in just 9 days with a free product. Okay, that was only 4,800 customers. Now that 4,800 customers in their initial purchase only brought in $47,000. So $47,760 on the initial purchase. All the additional back-end products that they purchased in that 9 days equaled $505,000. That's how you get to that 553. It's 47,000 instead of 553. So if we didn't do the visitor value hacks on that, we would have been stuck with 47,000. Instead, we brought that number up 505 more thousand up to 553,000. Now, this isn't even this doesn't count what I did with that list after this. I'm just talking about what they bought during that 9 days. I never even rolled out that product again like a dummy. I should have brought that back, 6 months down the road. I never even did it. That's just what we sold in 9 days. So that list of 4,800 customers, I continued to sell to them, but I never paid attention or tracked it correctly to know how much more they sold. That 500,000, I might have gotten another few $100,000 out of that list over the course of their lifetime. I don't even know. I mean, we never even upsold them again. Now, I would have hit them with a couple more upsells for sure. No, yeah. Once you implement the hack system, you're going to know exactly what to do after that. Another thing you're going to learn is what I used in my past offline businesses and are using now in my current offline business to upsell customers. All the different ways you can do that. And also this hack alone, if done correctly, can increase your sales over 50%. 50%. All right, the value on this one, this can make a big, huge impact in your business. $797. All right, let's go on to the next one, the lifetime value hack. That is getting your customers to keep spending money with you over time. This is where the real money can be made, okay? This is crucial that you know this, so you know how much you can spend on your customer to acquire them. So if you know your lifetime value hack, again, for my medical weight loss center, $1,009, I know how much I can spend to get them in. Yeah, let me ask you this question. If you spend $100 to get a customer, is that good or bad? Yeah, you don't know. You don't know until you know your lifetime value. That 100 could be bad. Your lifetime value is $50. You're losing every time you bring in a customer. You buy ads, it costs you $100 to get the customer in the door. They only end up spending a lifetime value, spending $50 with you. Yeah, that is not good. Yeah, that's why this is so important. In this hack, you're going to learn why you should worry about your current customers. And that's not always all about getting new. So you're not worried about getting new customers. You're worried about your current customers. It's a lifetime value. You're also going to discover why you need follow-up systems in place to stay in front of your current and past customers. If you don't, once you set up these follow-up systems, it's hands-free money. Also, you're going to discover why you need to recapture old customers and how this can be the easiest money you ever made. I already talked about a couple examples of those reacquisition campaigns. Huge, huge, easy money. So you're going to get more details on my one-day reactivation campaigns. I'm going to go more details on that. The value of this hack is $997. All right, the sixth and final module, the referral hack module. As I said before, this is where most businesses fail in this step. Yep, what's beautiful about it is you pick what you're willing to pay for a customer. This is never a failure. You will never lose money on this. You know, those examples, I spent $20 and brought in thousands. Yeah, yep. Okay, so you're going to discover what are the different types of referral programs, why you can't afford to skip using referral programs. I'm going to give you a ton of examples of referral programs and different referral programs that I've used, promotions that I've used. And also, you're going to discover the secret referral program that no one has ever done before, my secret referral program. I'm going to show you that. You're going to be able to copy that also in your business. The value on that hack, $997. So the complete customer hack system, module 1, the traffic hacks, value $497. Module 2, you're going to get the lead hack, $497. Module 3, the customer hacks module, $797 value. Module 4, the visitor value hack, the value of that, $797. You're going to get module 5, lifetime value hack, that's $997 value. Module 6 is a referral hack value, $997. You know, each hack walks you through the process, gives you examples of what you and how you can add that into your business. The total value, $4,582, $4,500.82. Now, within each hack, so that's each hack area, that's the members area. Not only do you get the main videos, but I'll talk about techniques, and then you'll get additional videos where I dive down deeper into that technique. And then along with the many others that I don't even mention in those main hacks. So you're going to get a ton of different videos. Now, each one of these are, of course, shorter, to the point, giving you one technique. Some of the cool stuff that we have going on here is that we've got buttons, those turn colors that you either white, well, I guess white, red or green. You can decide if ones that you're going to try, you're going to target green, ones that you don't want to do red, or maybe you've already finished some red. You can also put a star system on it. If it's one you want to try, you can do a star. The percent, how to keep this organized. And many times these courses get too big and maybe a little overwhelming. Well, we wanted to keep this organized for you. You can change the percent. So for each of these hacks, one of the techniques, they're all default 1%. You can then click Add to Calculator. So you're going to be able to see the effect that that has on your business. So you can go over to the sales increase calculator. In this example, we put an current annual revenue of $1 million. We've clicked on 5 of those videos. The first one, talking about inserts for your business, importance of getting testimonials, increase your geographic coverage to explode sales, how fast are you calling back your leads, call all your media reps and fire them. So it's 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 3%, so a total of 7%. So you're able to see over time how your sales go from $1 million, and then as you add in these hacks, you're going to be able to see how it changes your yearly revenue and also your 5-year added revenue. So how much more you're going to gain in adding those hacks. It's a great way to stay organized. Instead of just kind of watching these videos, you can save them and know how that you can then go back to those videos that you've already picked out that you want to use in your business. All right, we've already went through these hacks. So you get all of the 6 hacks. You also get the profit calculator where you can keep everything organized, and also those extra promo example videos for each module. You'll get a ton of those. The value of those additional promo videos is $997. The value of the complete system is now up to $5,500. I could easily sell this for $29.97, but today I'm not going to. Now I came up with $29.97 because I thought about the golf course, and in the 1 month, we did that one promotion, sales jumped from 19,000 up to 49,000. So I could have went to them and said, hey, if I jumped your sales $30,000, would that be worth 10% of that to you? $3,000. Most people would have said yes. So again, that was just using a couple, maybe 1% of this course for that business, and we did it all within 3 weeks. So that we implement it for 3 weeks, and then for that 1 month, easily $2,900 could be worth it. But I'm not going to charge you that today. I thought about $24.97, giving you a $500 discount. I'm not going to charge you that also. I looked at $19.97. Now, $19.97, that seems like a good price, but if I'd asked the golf course again what they would have paid for what I taught them, that would have only been 6.6% of the golf course's sales, that 1 month increase. And all the other techniques that they could use from this course, they've only used 1%. But I'm not going to charge you that. This customer hack system, this is 30 plus years of my trial and errors. It's all condensed down into one system. This system has brought me in tens of millions of dollars of sales over time. And I've fine-tuned it. I've made a lot of mistakes over time, okay? So unfortunately, looking back, I did waste a ton of money and a ton of time perfecting this system. When I started promoting this to the masses, this product, which is essentially my lifetime body of knowledge, it's going to be priced at $19.97. But I'm going to give you a deal today because I need 2 things from you. I need feedback and a testimonial. All right? Because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using this as social proof. Yep. I continue to read these questions. Yeah, I'm going to be using this as social proof when I go sell this. So that's got to be our deal. Again, I want you to think about this. If you doubled your sales in the next 10 months, how will this affect your business? Okay, you might have some problems, some hiring problems. All of a sudden you need more workers, maybe inventory you gotta, you got new systems in place. Yeah, Little Caesars, when we essentially tripled our sales out for our big Little Caesars, we had to get a new cooler. We could not hold all the food in our Little Caesars in the cooler. We got deliveries once a week, and we were going through so many products, so many pizzas, and you have to keep certain items refrigerated. We didn't have room for it. We had to blow out our office, this big, nice office we had in the back where myself and my buddy Mark, the other owner, we could just go back there, hide and make fun of each other. Well, we had to blow that out and put in a brand new cooler. And we were so busy that our 2-deck pizza oven, we needed more capacity. So we got these legs, lowered the pizza oven and put a 3rd deck in. So we did have a couple hassles, but it's good hassles to have. Most times, let me tell you this, most times when you double sales, most of your current day-to-day problems and worries go away. Let me repeat that. Most times when you double sales, most of your current day-to-day problems and worries, they go away. You will have some problems, but it's no big deal. All right, who's excited? You know, if you're excited to get in, type yes in the box. We got a couple more hell yeses. That's the theme, it looks like, for the night, for the day. All right, this is how it's going to work today. The first 100 people that invest today will get in at this crazy, ridiculous price that I'm about to show you. After that, the price will go up $100 for every 50 spots that are taken. All right, everyone understand that? All right, good. Yep. All right, I just wanted to be clear with that, okay? All right, so here we go. All right, enrollment is now open. Go to customerhacks.com/now. The now is, don't capitalize it. Customerhacks.com/now. 100 spots are available, and then enrollment cost goes up. Now you're going to have to act fast. You know, yep, act now. Guarantee that low price. Yeah. All right, now okay. Yep, we've got people buying it. I see a couple orders coming in. More coming in. Now, you also didn't think I was going to end there, did you? All right, I've got some bonuses for you, and be prepared to be blown away. Those of you that are ordering, just keep going to lock in those low spots, those low prices. You have to lock in those first 100 spots. But here are the bonuses that I've added for you action takers today. The first one, bonus number one, a company email library. This is over 120 of some of the biggest companies in the world. What we did is we subscribed to their list, we collected their emails, and we turned each one into a PDF. We put them all into convenient zip files for each company. So you can just go to one of these, you click on it, and you're going to download all the emails from that company. You know, this will give you ideas for your own sales and promotions. Here, let me go back. Okay, so you guys didn't have a chance to see all those companies. Yeah, so it'll give you ideas for your own sales and promotions, maybe how your emails should look, how often to send your emails, because you can see the dates that those companies sent. These companies spend a lot of money. They spend a lot of money on testing stuff. And I don't want to say I want you to copy them, but you can model them. You can contest ideas. You can see what the contests. So Ralph Lauren, you can see if they're doing a contest. Or maybe if your company is more like as a restaurant, Macaroni Grill, you can see how they're capturing emails, how they're driving people back to their locations. What are they doing during the slow time periods? Restaurants typically are slower, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What are they doing during that time? What kind of referral programs are they doing? What kind of programs are they doing for their heavy users? Even subject lines. You're going to be able to get ideas for subject lines. Yeah, these companies send millions and millions of emails. Now you can find out what's working for them. Yeah, there's tons of companies. Let me show you some more companies here. Yeah, you got Zappos, Neiman Marcus, Newegg, so if you're technology, clothing stores like Oshkosh B'gosh. You got food, Noodles, Pep Boys, HubSpot. HubSpot is a company within the tech industry. And we actually use HubSpot. They're a pretty good company. We use them for about I don't know if it's 2 years, year and a half maybe. Famous Footwear, IKEA. So opening up one of these email zips for Best Buy, you see a lot of the same language. Today only, save. Today only, save. So these guys must know that works. Look how often. So you're going to get a feel for what's working, and then you just model or copy. Again, you don't want to copy word for word, but you want to model your business with that. Yeah. Today only save 40. Today only save 50. Today only save 70. So yeah, model what these guys are doing. Now the value for this bonus, $297. Let's go on. Bonus number two, the offline marketing graphics software. This software Now this stuff is right in the members area. You don't have to worry about downloads or anything like that. You don't have to worry about activation keys on your computer crash. You don't have to worry about that. All you do is you log in to the Customer Hacks members area, and you can access it from there. What you're going to do is you're going to get a ton of graphic templates that you can customize for your own business. So all you do is you'll pick the template that you want to start with, so that black and yellow one. You pick that, you make your changes, and then what you can do is you click the View button, and you can kind of see it in a 3D version and see what it really looked like. So you would customize one of the templates for your own business. And then, instead of you maybe paying a graphic artist, you can do it yourself. Or you can have one of your workers learn it, and it's really simple. Again, it's all online. You log in, and it's right there. Here's another example where this is a coupon that you can do. You make your changes, you click View, and you can see it, what it looks like. Here's a gift certificate. You can drop in your logo, you can drop in any rules, any things that, if there's expiration dates, all that kind of stuff. You click the View button, you can kind of see what it looks like. Gives you a little better idea kind of what it'll look like in the real world. All right, here's all the graphics that you can make. Business cards, coupons, gift certificates, flyers, loyalty cards, rack cards, thank you cards, even tickets. The value, $97. Yep, I'm going to keep going. Bonus number 3. Yep, we've got more sales coming in for you guys. Just, yeah. Yep, you're in. Yeah, if you're in, just type in, I'm in. Yeah, great seeing you guys. Yeah, okay, YouTube, bonus number 3, YouTube's the second largest search engine. YouTube videos also show up in Google and other search engines. Videos can drive a ton of traffic to your site and your offer. Now this YouTube course, it gives you 71 short, and they're precise videos on every topic within YouTube, like creating YouTube channels, video SEO, meaning how to get your videos found in the search engines. Also how to upload your videos, not only to YouTube, but to have them show on Twitter, Google+, Pinterest. Everything you can think of is in this course. The value of that's $97. Facebook. Now, Facebook advertising can be huge for your business. The targetings are amazing. There is a learning curve. So this course here is 16 videos on the ins and outs of Facebook advertising. It's going to explain how you can start advertising on Facebook. The value, $97. Bonus number 5. Okay, you're going to need an autoresponder. I mentioned that word earlier. Some of you obviously know all about autoresponders. Other people may be new to internet marketing, new to offline businesses, or maybe you're a long-time business owner and you haven't started using this technology. Don't be scared of it. If I don't remember if I mentioned this or not. I mentioned I don't do technology. I don't even know how to type. I do the 2 fingers. That's how I type. I never learned how to type. So if I can figure out this stuff, you guys can too. Well, this course, this autoresponder is how you grab the emails. It's when you fill in a form, your name and email, it goes into an autoresponder. Then you can send out emails from there. And this is 2 different courses on Aweber or GetResponse. I've used both of them. I'm using GetResponse right now. I've used other alternatives too. I don't mind GetResponse at all. I've had a GetResponse account. I've actually had 3 GetResponse accounts right now, but I've had the one for, 10 years. I bought it back in probably 11 years. I probably bought it in 2004. So, yep. Yeah, you're going to learn how to create lists, how to import subscribers. So if you've got your subscribers somewhere else or even just written down, you can import them in. You can segment lists. For example, the golf. I want to segment out my free golfers, my annual buyer golfers, or any people that just come out and randomly golf. I want to talk to them differently so I can broadcast, meaning send an email to each of those lists all at the same time. And a lot of this stuff can be automated. So if you've got a free list, the second they buy, you can have them taken out of the free list and added to your customer list. It's awesome. All right. Yep, that's bonus number 5. All right, this next one, this is next bonus, is like having a mini me coach. I'm going to be with you each and every month for 24 months. Oh yeah, the value on the autoresponder course, $97. You're going to get access to my monthly quick hit promo video membership. So every month, you're going to receive anywhere from 8 to 10 videos. And now these videos are short and to the point. They're maybe an average of 5-minute average per video. And it's going to be focused on one cool new idea within one of the hacks. You know, this could be something that I'm having success with my business or one of my clients. It could be a new technology that's hot. It could be, you know, this is going to keep you excited and motivated each month, giving you an endless supply of new ideas. Now you're going to be able to log in each and every month for 2 years and grab these brand new promos and ideas. Yep, 24 months. Yep, no more missing like an opportunity like a holiday because you didn't have time to think of a promotion. You're going to be able to log in and grab a new idea. It's like I'm going to be there with you each and every month helping you in your business. Now, when I do launch this later this year, this is going to cost $97 a month. But you're going to get this free as a bonus if you say yes and take action today. So the 24-month value on this is $2,398. They're automatically going to be added into your membership every single month. So let's go back to that complete hack system. That's all the modules and the profit calculator and the promo example videos that are already in the members area. But if you take action today, these are the bonuses again you're going to get. The massive company email archive. That's over 120 companies. You can grab all their emails, use them, copy them, model them. I guess I don't want to say copy, model them. So the value of that's $297. The offline marketing graphics software value is $97. You're going to be able to create all of those different graphics for your business by taking the template and quickly changing it. YouTube video course, $97. The Facebook marketing course, $97. The autoresponder courses, $97. The monthly quick hit promo videos membership, again, that's 24 months of that value of $97 a month. That's $23.28. So when you take action today, you get all the modules, profit calculator, the promo example videos for each module, the massive company emails, the offline marketing graphics software, the YouTube video course, the Facebook marketing course, autoresponder course, and that monthly quick hit for 24 months. You're going to get it. The total value on that's $85.92. So when you take action today, many of you have already purchased. You already know the great deal you're going to get. CustomerHacks.com/now. There's 100 spots available, and then the enrollment cost goes up. Now remember, that this special deal for you today is because I need something from you. I need a feedback and a testimonial. I want to hear what your feedback is, good or bad. If there's anything you want me to change, add. I want to use your testimonials for when I roll this out. This course is going to be at $19.97, so almost $2,000. So I'm going to want to, if you give me permission, I'd love to use your testimonial in that course. Maybe get some business toward you. If you've got a website, I can list your website also. Yep, I've got a 30-day guarantee. It's simple. Try it for 30 days. If you like it, you do nothing. If it's not for you, for whatever reason, just contact support. We'll refund every single penny, no questions asked. So if you love the course, even if you love the course and you just decide it's not for you, just contact us and we'll happily refund you. No hard feelings. We still remain friends. In reality, you risk nothing. So all that, CustomerHacks.com/now. All right, I'm going to go to the questions right now. I'm going to be looking and seeing what if you guys have any questions on the program, on anything you've heard, just go ahead and type those into the box and we will get to them. I know we went pretty long so far. So, of course, if you're ready to purchase, you can just go to customerhacks.com/now. That way you can lock in that low price. My first question, Tim C. Explain the 2-year bonus again. All right, I'll do that real quick. That was the quick hit promo videos where every month you're going to be receiving anywhere from 8 to 12. So let's just say an average of 10 right now videos every single month. They'll be loaded right into your members area, and they're going to be directed at like one topic. Some of the topics might be, overlapping the hacks, but it'll be like, say, one new member referral thing that we're using, where we're doing this and we're doing that, and I'll break it down. The main goal here is to keep you excited, keep you motivated, not just from the initial purchase for a few weeks, for a few months. We want it to keep going. So this is going to be a great opportunity for you to go every month for 2 years. I'm going to be almost like your mini coach, where automatically those videos are going to be added into the Customer Hack system, and you're going to be able to access those, and you won't be missing out. There will never be a lack of ideas. Let's just say you'll never have a lack of ideas of ways to drive traffic or get more customers or more sales. All right, the next one, Claire. Can this work for every business? Yes. These are sound principles proven across many fields. Just look at my business alone. In the past, I went from having restaurants serving food, pizza, so fast food. Then all of a sudden we're doing fitness clubs, and then all the way to medical weight loss. I mean, what a wide range. People that are trying to eat fast food, and that's a lower price pizza, all the way up to the medical weight loss, which is pretty expensive. The initial new patient appointment is $249, and then it's $49 a week after that. So people are spending $200 a month, plus any additional things. We sell some other products if they want to supplement their program. So there are some people that they can definitely spend thousands of dollars with me. And then also everything from the golf course. As I said earlier, I don't know anything about golf. I have never even been out to the golf course to see it. So I've never even stepped foot in their business. I was just able to take the Customer Hacks system and just create the traffic, the lead capture, and then to upsell them on the annual memberships and to do $30,000. Very little time on my part. Almost zero time on the golf course's part. They did nothing. They just maybe rang in 67 more annual memberships, and they were busy. I shouldn't say there's no work, but ringing in customers and serving them beer, and that's obviously you want to do that if you're going to more than double your business. You're going to be a little busier. So it will definitely work in any business. All right, Robert P. I don't have a business. Still good for me. Let's see. What does that mean? Robert's saying he doesn't have a business. Is this Customer Hack still good for me? Yes, it is even better for you because you're going to be starting off correctly. You're not going to make those mistakes like possibly other businesses have, like I have in the past. This course is 30 years of experience boiled down to exactly what's working and what's not working. And I'm going to save you time, effort, money. You're not going to be wasting money on bad advertising. You're going to know exactly what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing for when it comes to advertising and marketing and lead capture. And I'm going to save you the loss of opportunity. That whole idea of if you're purchasing an ad for, say, a media buy, let's say a rep comes in and convinces you to spend $10,000 over the course of 6 months. Well, that $10,000, if that media is horrible, and I'll tell you which ones to avoid, and or if it's a good media and you're not setting it up correctly or you're not setting up the tracking, well, possibly that media you lose money, or let's just say you even break even. Well, $10,000 you spend is a lot just to break even. You don't want to do that. What if you could have taken that $10,000 and you could have made, you could have brought in $50,000 or $70,000? See, that's that loss of opportunity. The money, maybe you broke even, so you're really not losing money, but you could have made money. You could have made $50,000 or $70,000. That's that loss of opportunity. You're going to avoid that. You're going to just, instead of just sitting there spinning your wheels, the golf course could have just made another $19,000 last month. Instead, they made almost $50,000. That's what it is. If they had said no to me, that would have been loss of opportunity. Instead, they said yes, they took action, and they more than doubled that April sales. All right, the next question. Can I teach this to other businesses? I'm a local marketer. John T. Yeah, John. Oh, yeah, for sure. You can almost, you can do whatever you want with the information. This is not proprietary where you're not signing a contract, where you can't tell anybody this information. I definitely don't want you ripping off my videos and selling them that way, but if you are meeting one-on-one with a small business, or maybe even you have a small group like a local businesses, and you are teaching them how to do this stuff, then yeah, that would be an awesome way to make money. So just like I did, I met with that golf course and I created a system real quick. If you did that with a local business, and you could charge them many different ways. You could charge them as a percent and just say, okay, what if what if we brought in $10,000? I'm going to charge you this, or $30,000. If you told them 10%, you charge them 10% of 30,000. A lot of people are going to say yes, especially if they're struggling. And remember, their cost was only what was that, like $490 in Facebook ads? Now you're going to have so you could make those, go to clickfunnelpages.com. You can make those websites for people. You could charge them for that. The ads, you go to Fiverr, buy an ad for $5 and you could charge them $25, or you don't want to go crazy with it. Or you could just wrap your services all in one price and say, okay, I'm going to just charge you the cost of the media is all. And with you knowing graphics are pretty cheap, you can say, okay, the graphics I'll supply for free. So you might spend $50 a month in graphics, but if you're charging that business $1,000, $2,000 a month, and you're bringing in $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, they'll gladly pay you, $1,000, $2,000 a month for that. Yeah, so that's a great opportunity for you to make, you guys to make money if you're local marketers. All right, the last name here, I can't really, don't even know how to pronounce it. It looks like he even spelled it wrong, because that doesn't make sense. The question is, what if my business is brand new? Yeah, just like I said before, if you don't have a business yet, or if you've just started it, this is the perfect time to take this information and get started the correct way. You're going to save money. You're going to save time. You're going to not waste an opportunity. Yeah, it's perfect. If you've either don't have a business yet, or if you've got an existing business, that if you can double sales, an existing business with doubled sales is much, much more valuable, obviously. All right, guys, we have went pretty late here. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to keep you, I kind of promised you that it would be done. This definitely did go a little longer than I thought. I want to thank everyone for being on the webinar today. For those of you that have been longtime customers and longtime subscribers, some of you I recognize 10 years I've been building my list, so I recognize some of your names for the last 10 years, and I appreciate the support you've given me. If you've got any questions, just send me an email. You can always send it to my name, Jeff Diederich at customerhacks.com. You can go through my support desk. Yeah, just go ahead and ask me any questions you want. If you know you want to get in, go ahead and just go to customerhacks.com/now to lock in that low price. I want to thank everyone for being on again tonight. Everyone have a great day, a great evening, depending on where you're at. And I will talk to you again soon. And I'm looking forward to seeing you inside the Customer Hacks member area. All right. Thanks, guys. See ya.